Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast, where we always keep it 100. We're your host, Harrison.
Banks.
Shit. Shit. Yeah.
Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast, where we always keep it 100 with you. I'm your host, Harrison, and then we got a plethora of crew. I was going to say a slew of people, but I don't know how that was going to come out. But we got the fan band from the My Cup Runneth Over podcast, also the person who sponsors the podcast with her brilliant fragrances, especially when I come home playing basketball, smelling like the butt cheeks. She is known for having candles that will send away any type of doo-doo fragrance in your bathroom or any type of under gooch fragrance. She is Miss KP Kiwana Fantasy. Miss Kiwana. You don't want the whole government? My fault. Kiwana
Damn.
Tennessee. Middle 8
Bruh.
Candle Company.
You want my social security? Go on, put my social out there too while you at it.
It is 81652.
Date of birth too.
But coming through with us today, Miss K.
Hey, yeah, you can throw the date of birth out there if you want to.
I'm
That way
hearing
they can look
live
them up.
now. Yes, I'm getting it. I'm hearing the more that I say your name, I'm getting a little bit more devalued. But if y'all want to know her birthday and get her something September 9th, 1990.
It's the 8th.
Coming through. My fault. September 8th. My fault. September 8th.
That's what
I'm
he
just
said.
making sure, see if you was going to tell everybody and your dumb ass fell for it. See if you was going to fix it.
Wow.
Well, thank you. So September 8th, 1990, coming through. Miss from My Cup Runneth Over. What's good with you, little mama?
Thanks for having me back.
I see. Now y'all don't know.
I'm disappointed because we've been here. I've been on this show a couple times and like I didn't get no water. There wasn't no like M&Ms in a bowl waiting for me. Nothing.
Well, I don't get to come on your show, so I feel like it's deserved. So, anyways, but and then like I said, we got my man Najee coming on today. So say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm glad that I'm here. Finally made it to the show. Been trying to get on here for a while.
So actually, funny take on it.
Funny
Najee
take
actually
last week.
Humble yourself. So, anyways, no play. But so Najee was actually supposed to be on the last episode. So, it's funny. It's gonna take me a minute not to go between your first name and Najee, but he was supposed to be on the last episode when we was talking about comics and shoes. So he got a big collection of shoes, and then he's a big comic book head. So I forgot to send him the invite to the last episode, and so I left him out of Captain and the Winter Soldier. So thankfully I did, because as we was, oh boy, look at this nigga right here looking like you about to be on Jeopardy. Look at this nigga. It's a 10-year-old Wiz kid fucking high school. Okay, I got you. Anyways, so he was supposed to be on there, and all that black positivity we had, come to find out this nigga didn't even like Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I'm glad I didn't put your negative ass up on there.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said that they was
he's a C-list character. They're going to be instructing people to go to their cars. Ma'am, do you have your parking validated? Okay, people are coming here. So
they're not saving the world, bro. So
like I said, but we did not talk on one. So have any of y'all seen Invincible?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Except for Banks. So all everybody here that has seen Invincible, what is your take on Invincible? There you go, Josh. I'm bringing you into this. This is how we're gonna start
it. My take on Invincible, like I ain't really know what to expect from it, but I like the Invincible. I kind of like how they closed too, because it was already something weird going on the whole season. But I feel like that should have been something he could have maybe led to his family, his kids, or something. But it was just like he waited to like the worst case scenario to tell his son.
I thought it was pretty dope, just for the simple fact that I'm gonna go from the first episode on. So I was just looking like, oh, they do a little cussing and do from there. And then in the end, when his daddy came through and just beat the fuck out of everybody. Man, it was good. And then it didn't drag on. You know what I'm saying? As far as like every episode, like, yeah, you get it. He trying to do this, but like the back plot and what they were trying to figure out from what's his dad's name on there? I can't remember what his name is.
I can't think of Omni-Man.
Omni-Man, there we go. All that back part as he's trying to learn on this one. I wasn't down with the whole swirling. Like, let's stop making the black sister everybody break into the dating world. But I thought that was like the gore and all that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would say, I mean, I like how they try to slide it in there, but I just feel like it felt so. It didn't feel, you know what I'm saying, real with the black sister in there. But I mean, we know she's gonna come back. They probably gonna be together. But
yeah, because then on top of that, he gonna leave her for a white girl. So that's why I didn't like it anyway. Because I'm like, look, you could already see the back-ended plot where he leave her for the white skin.
For the superhero.
Exactly. And then I thought it was like real relatable. Everybody was getting their ass whooped. I did not know Omni-Man. I thought Omni-Man was maybe being controlled. Did not know he was a whole dickhead until the end of the shit. But KP, what did you think about it?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched the 7th and 8th episode. So I was like, I haven't finished it. I liked it for the most part. When I first seen it, I came in right at episode like 3. So I had to go back and like, because I was watching it with a friend and we were just like, and I'm like, what are you even watching? Like, what is this? And I thought, because I saw his suit, like Invincible suit, like the yellow and the blue at first. And my first thought was like, who's Wolverine? Or like, I thought it was something else. And no. I'm just saying, like, when I didn't know what it was. So I just came right into it and I was like, what the fuck is this? So then it made me think of like other stuff. Like it gave me like that little, like, not necessarily South Park feel, but kind of like a little bit of like South Park with like a little bit of like the Cleveland show and some shit mixed with like the superhero mix. So, I mean, that was just kind of, I'm looking at it different. I like the plot and like storyline. Like there was like a lot of twists and shit. So I like that it was kind of more of like a drama. And I'm looking at it, obviously I'm not like a comic head. So I'm looking at it from a different perspective than y'all are. Like I'm looking at it on like it's got a little bit of romance. It's got the action in it. It's got like, I'm looking at it like on a series kind of feel. So that was just my take on it. I haven't seen, like I said, the last 2 episodes.
Wait till you get to that last motherfucking episode.
So that was the thing is like somebody was like, episode 8 just blew my mind. And I was like, fuck, I have to hurry up and watch this.
Only way I can respond to is like, bitch.
Oh
I'm talking about, look.
You talking about some father-son love.
You done thought you seen an ass whooping. You thought Denzel was putting it on Lil Ray Allen, Lil Jesus Shuttleworth, and he got game. Wait till you see that father-son touch Omni-Man and Invincible. All I know is that shit is good as book. So I don't know. Like I said, Josh, that was our way of getting you in. Oh shit, Najee, that was.
Is it gonna come out like why he was? Well, no, I guess I'll find out when I watch it. Like it was. I don't know. It was just getting it was getting suspenseful. Like I know, like the episode that really sucked me in was like when he was when his wife was in like the coroner's office, and then he was on the roof with old dude drinking the beer, and like he knew some shit was up, and I was like, oh, this shit good. Like that's why I'm like that. It's the drama shit for me. Like it's like, oh, okay, this is like some real life shit, even though it's not. So that's from there. Like that sold me. That whole little episode was like, all right, let me go back and rewatch the shit. So I'm gonna have to watch the last 2 tonight.
I feel like who got played though is the little demon. They kind of played the demon to the left, man, because he's the one person, he knew everything. He was like, oh,
everything was shady.
He was like, this person's trash, and they just sent him back to hell, so he got played.
And the robot was the weirdest fucking revelation too. Like that was kind of weird. Like, Mitch, this is what you was the whole time, but we ain't gonna spoil it since you ain't seen it from there, but it's good from there. So I know that I was gonna change it from there. I know that Verzuz happened, and KP, this is really for you. I could give a fuck less about that Verzuz. I don't even think it's 20 songs between them solo. I don't think they got 20 songs together for them to be doing no verses. Even if they combine their shit together, I know SWV alone. I know the one they got with Human Nature, Weak, and hold on, because I was banging it all last year when I was like, this SWV. Oh my God. Is this? SWV is Weak in the Knees.
They have a Rain.
Rain down on me.
The Secret.
Something. Sing Secret.
Look, my voice ain't for the same. What shocked me was the
thug. You sound like James Earl Jones. You can sound like James Earl Jones telling Simba to remember as he over there running through the spirit. Now look at it now, man. Come on now. What's so we got Rain, and then I'm So Into You, and then Right Here. Oh yeah, that's 4. And then Escape only got Escape.
That's who I was really listening to was Escape. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember my uncles and like my mom and them. That's what I grew up on was like, I mean, yeah, they would play SWV, but it was Escape for me.
Man, look, again, together, as I count them out, that's 8 songs between the total of the two of them, okay? And I just looked, I was like, man, the real verses should have been Time, because none of their asses outside of Candy aged well at all. Like, all of them look terrible.
That's true.
Candy looked the best. But
Tiny,
hey, terrible though. You gonna go with terrible?
Terrible is being nice. Because
they weren't that bad.
It's some big news for the show, and we gotta. I ain't just gonna be out here getting sued, but I gotta be somewhat cultured now. But stay tuned, people. But I just know that I damn sure know that battered women. I just put it from there. But ain't Eddie George married to one of them? One of the people on SWV.
Oh, I ain't know that, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Eddie George married to one of them, right?
Oh no.
Eddie George seemed a little weird to me, so I don't know.
Nah, Eddie about that. Don't be talking about the new coach at Tennessee State. You know, my alma mater.
Hey, man, I don't know.
Like that. Now don't get disrespectful. Now I was gonna get you tickets to the game.
Yeah, he's married to a girl from SWV.
I just said
Tamara Johnson.
Tamara Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
First off, just because all y'all niggas Googled that at the same time and then trying
we had
right, we did. We gotta do our homework.
What I want to know is what's the verses y'all want to see? I'm tired of like these bullshit. Like, I even went back and watched the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire, and that wasn't too bad. But I kind of want to see like New Edition versus like maybe Jodeci, or like they need to put the niggas in my throat mix up against one each other. You know what I'm saying?
I really want to see Chris Brown and Usher, but I don't want it to just be songs. I want it to be dancing too. I know they got a catalog.
No,
listen, I really do. I know Chris Brown ain't gonna do it because of his ego, and he's like, I'm bigger than this shit. I don't need no damn verses. Which he does have a nice.
Chris Brown would not destroy Usher.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that's his ego.
No, in a dance.
That's she said. She wants to see him dance as well.
No, she said she wanted to see a verses with them.
And dancing. Like, I want them singing. Yeah, I want both.
That's what I'm saying. I said he would destroy him in dancing, but not in no musical catalog.
Oh, okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah, you saying Chris Brown would destroy Usher in the verses?
No, I'm saying Chris Brown's ego won't let him do it.
I know you didn't say that. I said.
So you don't think he'll do? He not gonna do it in the verses? He said that.
He been saying.
Yeah, he said he doing that shit.
That's true.
He not doing that. He said. He said he. I think he said the only person he would do is dead or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it's like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he said he dead, but yeah, he not doing that.
I mean, we could get a hologram.
I don't think his ego wrong. I don't see his ego being wrong for him being too big for a versus. I mean, Chris Brown got like hits. Chris Brown got hits.
Yeah, he got hits.
He really does. Like, even his features alone. That's why I'm like, but it would be nice to kind of get him and Usher in a verse.
Then it's like, what are we talking about here? What's the point of the verses then? If you've all of a sudden figured yourself to be too big for it, I thought the verses was something for the fans, and that's who you work for.
Yeah.
So,
first off, nigga, just because you come up here looking like you about to come.
Here we go. Oh, man.
Don't be telling Chris.
Let's get all this out.
Don't be telling Chris what.
That's
why. But I do want to know something. Are you sitting up? Are you sitting up on something, Banks? Because you're like really high off the ground.
Yeah, I have a standing desk.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, either you just grew or that couch is really low.
Right. No, it's a standing desk.
It's definitely not the first one.
I see the shade as well. So okay. I got you.
No, I really just didn't. I was wondering, like, am I tripping?
Nigga came in like took a good class picture. All right, but no, that's the only one. I said, I would go. I would go and I think that would hit like that. Okay.
Was it picture day though?
Not at all.
Oh, if you would have said yeah, it would have been in the show right there.
No. So I just think that, like I said, they really reaching on these verses, but I want to see New Edition go against somebody. I think New Edition probably got about 20 that kill a lot of groups. Somebody said Boys to Men, but I can't tell you really more than 3 Boys to Men songs.
I like rap verses. Like I think if you get something like you get like the Hot Boys versus No Limit or something like that, like something that's just old school and we want to see because they both get hits. Like I want to see
all that old school shit.
Yeah,
I want real
somebody
beef.
said that in a group
I
message.
want Gotti and Dolph. If you're not giving me real beef no more, if you're not giving me real beef no more, don't give me no motherfucking verses.
Gucci gave you real beef.
Yeah.
It was the best one.
It was.
I got you on
that was so intense. That was the most intense. Whoo.
Put that nigga in the dirt.
I was like, man.
I'm trying to go through my playlist, like my old school throwback playlist, see what anybody
like
still alive that could do a versus.
But that's like Lil Wayne. You couldn't put Lil Wayne against nobody. I feel like Wayne got too many hits.
Drake be the only option.
Drake would be the only option, yeah.
Jay-Z.
Nah, bro.
I mean,
Jay-Z's
I want to know,
like Wayne.
Yeah, like I don't know. People, I mean, I get Jay-Z is like a great artist, mogul, everything. Like, but I don't know. Like when people bring him up, I'm just like, when I think of like my favorite or like top rappers or top MCs, I mean, he's in there, but he's not the first person that comes to my head, you know? Maybe he's like the older generation, like 90s, when you were when we were like kids, them growing up. But I'm like, is he really?
Not compared to Wayne. I can't. You can't compare him to Wayne.
Thanks. This is where you come in at. Don't you tell me all of a sudden I just learned about hip hop. Now you sitting over here quiet. Now you don't say nothing.
I want to see you hang yourself. That's why.
I'm not about to say nothing about. I'm not about to say nothing.
Talking about him. When he say something wild.
Go ahead. I just don't care. I always pick my people down.
I don't either. That's what I think. I think it's a northern thing because I don't get the fascination with Jay-Z. Maybe it's just because I just really didn't really listen to him. I don't know.
Oh well, Banks, what's your take?
My take on Jay-Z, or
yeah.
I mean, I think Jay-Z's phenomenal, man. Just from all the art that he's put out so far, and how his you talk about progression, right? In TV shows like Franklin Saint and Snowfall, like you talk about progression of an artist. That's Jay-Z all day long. You know, if you listen to go all the way back to Reasonable Doubt, the stuff he's rapping about, and even now with the recent things that he's put out, you know, I guess 444 was the last thing he did, the most grown up but still relevant piece of work. I feel like it's out. You know, Nas has even elevated the type of things that they talk about. They talk about making investments. They talk about mental health. They talk about, and then Jay-Z can still wrap all of that in a cool line and say something slick about it. I mean, he's still giving freestyles and paying homage to Nipsey in his freestyle. So, I mean, he's very relevant to this day and the things that he talks about. Now, I'm not a fan of his hairstyle right now. I don't know what's happening. Now that cat, like what you sent me, that Gilly the Kid, whatever he was joking, like that was, I agreed with that. I agree with that. And another B, like, no, that was terrible. But outside of something like that, I really feel like that's Khaled's fault. But outside of something like that, Jay-Z has been very consistent for over a long span of time. So I don't understand how, you know, he can't be in your top. I really don't still understand what's the whole issue with
him. Jay-Z, the man, the mogul. Yes, great. I'm just talking about like his catalog. Like I'm just saying, like, yeah, like it's when I think of like music wise, like even when people are like Tupac is better than Biggie, and I'm like, well, that might be that might be how you see it. But when I go and look into my catalog, what am I listening to still today? It might be like 3 or 4 Tupac songs, but it's just about every single big. I have so much of his music, so it's kind of like. It's different, across the span.
You
so
had
I
me
guess
the Biggie shit. Yeah, you had me until you said that Biggie shit. What were you about to say, Banks? What's my?
Well, yeah, I guess what's your real gripe about it, especially now that you've become a little enlightened about your history and rap?
Because who was my man? I told you it's all about loyalty. No, yeah, okay. So it's all about loyalty, right?
It was.
So I fuck with Wayne, but I see what you did there. He's trying to be funny. I fuck with Wayne, right? So Wayne was my favorite. So it's just like Peyton, right? Peyton, as good as Peyton is, can't nobody say Peyton's not a Yeah, fuck Peyton. Peyton's trash in my eyes. You know why? Because Peyton played for the Colts and Peyton whooped our ass multiple fucking times. So I'll never put Peyton in no great category unless I literally have to just give an unbiased, real football opinion. You know what I'm saying? On that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like if I really and I hate giving that nigga credit, but that's the same thing with Jay-Z because Wayne was Wayne, and then Ludacris was popping at the time, and then Jeezy, who was in my top 5 rappers, and then T.I. was out there who don't get no credit, and then
he should get more credit with writing for sure.
Who?
T.I. He wrote a lot of stuff,
and then I said Ludacris, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just saying, and then the South was popping when I started to like really like listen to rap, so I wasn't gonna give up north niggas credit when we were starting to take over, and just so happened to be who was the up north nigga, Jay-Z. But then you had Dipset. I didn't listen to them. You
never listened to nothing from Dipset?
I listened to him later. But I'm saying, like, as in, like, at that time, I was listening to Young Bloods. I was listening to them Franchise Boys. You couldn't tell me
so
nothing.
This has become a regional issue then.
Yeah, it was. But I was like Andre 3000 said, the South got something to say, so I fuck with the South. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas ain't from down here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep that up there. But
that's true. You probably ask somebody who Field Mob was from up north, and they probably wouldn't know who that is.
I was just listening to them the other day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like Jay-Z great though. It's just like, you know how people, they start talking about somebody, they start talking about, his money and what he's building and him and Beyonce and all that. But I'm just saying, we still comparing him to Lil Wayne. If you compare him to Lil Wayne, I feel like it ain't no comparison. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne is like the only person that he can make a song on a mixtape, and when you hear the song, you think it's the Lil Wayne version. You don't even remember who the original version was. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne can change. He literally, his mixtapes, he changed the whole game to where, him, Gucci Mane, mixtapes was on point. You know what I'm saying? That was the mixtape kings. But Lil Wayne to change a whole song, when you hear it in the club, you think it's a Lil Wayne version. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man, this is Lil Wayne finna hit. And he was on every song. You know what I'm saying? Like in our era, he was on every song. Jay-Z, he had his albums, so he would come out with a few albums that boom, that'd be cold. But it was like Lil Wayne didn't stop until he started having that legal issue with Birdman. And then that's when he kind of went off the side, you know what I'm saying? But really, before that, it was all Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne was on everything.
Yeah. You got a strong point too. Lil Wayne was like LeBron. Like when he was on the song or when he was in the area of a song, that's his song now. Yep. And that's the part we wait for. But I think to push back, when we speak about, because I don't know if you listen to like current Wayne or whatever. I mean, he still can rap, but nobody cares. And I feel like that's the edge that Jay-Z has. Jay-Z has longevity. Like his whole catalog has spanned forever. And even now, when I think he's taken that spot where people want to hear what Jay-Z says now. I don't really think people check for Wayne like that. And I've listened to his current stuff. I mean, he still has witty his metaphors and all that stuff is still cool, but nobody cares anymore. And I guess my question would be like, why you think that is?
I think Jay-Z has realized that Jay-Z's gotten older and Wayne has realized and Wayne hasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just from the way that like Wayne looking a hot homeless ass mess every time you see him.
Oh my god, with those 3 dreads.
Exactly. Like he don't keep up what's going on in the world. You remember he didn't experience racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just living in La La Land. And Jay-Z's kind of took in a more mature approach. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's probably why his music is able to mature from the simple fact that like even he made that weak ass line on that DJ Khaled song, but a lot of his lyrics are like that now. Like old nigga lines, you know what I'm saying? Like they resonate for who he's trying to rap to now. Like he's not trying to rap to NBA YoungBoy fans, So
right.
But
I agree with that. I think it's more of like Wayne was in a time where it was just music. Like, I mean, we can go back to R. Kelly. Like R. Kelly had all those allegations. We were still listening. I'm just I'm saying, but like he had this happen. He went to court for this. And all the niggas, people still hold on. Let me get to my point. And people still listen to his music. It took all like to coming did like what last 2020, 2019 for this lifetime documentary for it to really kind of, you know, take up, like, really people take a stand. And so it's kind of like times have changed. Like back then it was just music. Like it was just, we were listening to the music. It really wasn't more of how the musician affects society and kind of like Me Too and all of that. But now you have Jay-Z, kind of like what you said, like Wayne hasn't grown. He's still, I mean, you was up there with Trump. Like Jay-Z was like, no, fuck Trump. And everybody was like, oh, so Wayne supports Trump. All right, now we gotta cut him off. So it was kind of like, you know, that kind of thing. Jay-Z understands the business side of the music, where I think Wayne's still not matured in that area.
Wayne's still making like pussy rap lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll make that pussy purr.
But that's all Wayne is, though. You know, he is just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jay-Z, he got that aha factor. Like everybody want to know Jay-Z. They want to know what he's doing. They want to know what his kids and everything. So if he say something, people gonna just listen just because that's like if LeBron come out with a movie, we don't care what it is. People gonna be like, I want to go see the LeBron movie. And I feel like the same way when it come to Lil Wayne probably still is the best, but his life, like you said, his lifestyle, he's still stuck in that Lil Wayne lifestyle. Like that's all he knows.
2008.
Yeah, he's been a weirdo forever. So now it's just apparent that he's a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? So now it's even harder because
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anybody still wear truck fit.
That's what I was telling James the other day, along the same lines about T.I. and Aku. I ain't seen nobody wear.
Got a cool jacket right now.
I just told you. I said niggas still wear a coup, bro. I said niggas still wear a coup. I did want to get this disclaimer out here. Nobody at the 8192 podcast agrees with all the opinions about being peed on are supported by the My Cup Runneth Over podcast. Any types of urination by Robert Kelly and what he does to underage kids are only supported by them and the Middle Eight Candle Company. They do a great.
We did not support them.
Oh, you was talking about Robert. I ain't said his name on air.
It was a
on air. Now, do I listen to Honey Love off air? I won't confirm or deny.
I'm not gonna lie. I still listen to Lil Wayne though. I listen to him. We got a whole playlist.
What y'all think about that new Cole album?
The one
I actually like it.
No, not the album, not the song he just put out. Like the one he about to drop.
Oh, I'm like, what? Today the 15th?
No, today is the 10th.
That's what I know.
He's about to drop it in the He's about to drop it the 14th, ain't he?
It's the 14th. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He the same, and he like Jay-Z. They got that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like they like a new release sneaker. Like everybody just wait. He gonna sell out regardless. It don't matter if it's, hot or whatever. He gonna sell out. Him, Kendrick, like all of them, they're in a different league. So I feel like J. Cole it's gonna be popping. It should be popping. The little intro, it was all right. It was cool, but that was like the number one. It like sold like number one. Like, and I don't feel like not knocking it, but I don't feel like it was like how much it sold. Like it's number one.
It was just the exclusivity of J. Cole and what he brings. Yep. Like you said, like I will say, Jay-Z makes better songs than J. Cole though. Yes. Like to your point with your comparison, I feel like, and I think James would agree because we've talked about it. Cole, like, I don't know, you got all this ability inside your body, you got all these rhymes and these bars in you, and you give us what? Like, I don't really feel satisfied when I hear J. Cole's work. Like that last thing he did, Kids on Drugs or whatever that was, I didn't even finish listening to it. I didn't listen to the compilation that he put together with everybody. I have not been a Cole fan. And the running joke was like when they start growing their hair out, like that's when they get like, God level rapping abilities. And he has not performed at his best for me ever since he grew his hair out.
He woke.
Right. I'm not with the woke.
Too woke. 2014 Forest Hills Drive was where he should have stopped right there.
He could have.
Yes, he could have.
But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because we had this argument the other day when I was at work, and we were talking about Cole or Kendrick, and I mean, like you said, like I think Cole has the potential to be amazing, but I don't know what comes out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like once it come out, I'll be like, well, damn. I mean, it was cool, but I mean, it ain't. it ain't as much as I feel like as much as he sell and much as how they hype him up. I don't think it's like that. I'm gonna go Drake all day over Cole, but
for sure Drake. I would. Let me before I say something crazy. I'm thinking of that class. It was Drake, Wale, J. Cole, Kid Cudi. Well, Kid Cudi not part of the equation anymore, but I would definitely probably go. I would go Wale.
Oh,
at this point, just from making music, you tell me where Wale has fumbled as far as his singles is concerned compared to J. Cole.
Wale shit, I agree with that. Wale shit been solid. That last one he had, Wale.
No. I would come just J. Cole and Wale.
Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I give you that.
Yeah, to me, Wale's been consistent.
Wale just got horrible managed. Like Wale should have never been on MMG.
Bad attitude.
Yeah, and a bad attitude. Oh, very bad. First off, he too sensitive. I don't know what it is with you dark-skinned men. You know what I'm saying? That act like the world owe y'all, but it's like a remnant. It's like the opposite of you light-skinned niggas out here that just act really beige and sensitive. You know what I'm saying? But Wale, the album About Nothing was great. The one that you did with Black Bonnie on it, I can't think of the name of it, but that was great. Didn't listen to the one about your daughter.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Didn't listen to the one about your daughter. When you started getting real MMG-ish, Ambition and Gifted were kind of like some doo-doo. And thankfully, you went back to that mixtape circuit. For Lauren is still a slept on motherfucking mixtape. I don't give a fuck nobody says. For Lauren, start to finish. That was Chun-Li song with him and Nips. I think is it Chun-Li?
It's Chun-Li.
Okay, that's the one with him and Nipsey. Killed It, H2O, On the Throat Mix, Volume 1 and 2. I
don't think Wale, it's hard. Like the lyricists, it's hard for them to get they credit anyway. I'm saying, so Wale, he gonna be like a Nas or something like that. Like Nas, everybody know he great, but ain't nobody ever gonna be like, well, Nas, that's my top number 3 rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like Wale credit anyway. You know, he ain't gonna get that kind of credit.
I mean,
dance.
This is true.
He
had clappers, but that was,
come on now, come on, we trying to take him serious. But
no, he said something to dance to. I'm like, that's the thing. Like you can't. I mean, you're not gonna walk into the club and hear them playing "Love Hate" by Wale. They're not gonna play that in the
all the Meek Mill songs that make it into the club for twerk songs. Also, you know who you forgot? Banks. You forgot Big Sean. Big Sean had a big resurgence. Detroit 2 was a banger.
Big Sean can rap.
Yeah, but
he's spotty with what I determine to be good music. You know what I mean? Like he has good intentions and his bars are nice and the whole thing. Like he's a rapper.
Yeah, good hooks.
The music side, like I don't really gel with a lot. I think he does a lot of experimenting. And so I don't know, just a personal preference. I don't really like all of his music. But even that was before, like even mixtape Big Sean, Finally Famous. That one, you know what I mean? Like he held his own, but he's definitely a rapper. You're right. I forgot about Big Sean.
What I hate about Cole is how everybody just dick ride Cole before. Like as soon as Cole breathe, as soon as Cole take, fire about to come. I'm like, bro, like I get Cole can rap. I guess it's the same thing you do with Drake. I get Cole can rap, but like do some shit like I listen to Meek's album way more than I listen to a Cole album. Why? Because it's the ride that a Meek album take. I told you Cole be all over the fucking place with Cole albums. I can't take it. That's why I was looking at this one and I looked at the cover art and I'm like, all right, well, and I'm glad Cole said like he really was not putting that much effort into rapping like his last couple albums because they sounded like
they sounded like it. They sounded like
they sounded like that. So we're gonna see with this one, but everybody talking about the
job. This is your only job. This is your job.
I thought he was trying out for the league.
I know this nigga talking about I'm trying out for
Rwanda.
Yeah,
how you think he gonna do?
For what?
It says that somebody sent that to me, sent that in a group message earlier that he's supposed to play for Rwanda in an inaugural season for their basketball.
He's not gonna be Master P.
See what I'm saying? This nigga ain't focused. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas talking about he is out because he about to drop some fire. This nigga out there in the last Crows. But Nah, I gotta see. Like I said, Forest Hill Drive has been everything else has been like For Your Eyes Only. I only listen to
one song.
Two songs.
That's the Bryson Tiller song.
Yeah.
Two songs. The one he ripped off of Bryson Tiller. Ain't heard Bryson Tiller since. And then The Neighbors Think I'm Selling Dope.
Yeah, that was like my favorite song, probably.
Yeah, no, that was two. You're right. Yeah.
And then I didn't listen to anything off of KOD. And then I liked his feature. And then he'll do a feature like Middle Finger or Middle Child with like 21, or he'll do the one he did with Young Thug. And I'm like, bro, this is what I'll be talking about.
Yeah.
And then
he'll kill a feature.
You'll just put out some garbage.
His feature he did with
he put out that one where he.
Oh, my bad. I just said his feature he did with Black was, I love that song, Pretty Little Fears. His verse on that was
That's what I was gonna say. Then
it was amazing.
Yeah, you overhyped that song though.
I loved it. Listen, no, and like just the flow on it. I mean, listen, I'm sorry. He delivered on that shit. I'm sorry. It could have just been his song. And then he started his own little kind of like, Dreamville. Down Bad was pretty nice. I mean, other people.
But no, the best song he had on there was because of the baby.
Yeah, he was the anchor. The baby was the anchor to that song.
Yeah, but so I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how that album comes from there. I don't know. Was any of y'all impressed by DK's 100-meter run yesterday?
No. I guess from a perspective of him showing, I can't even make up any sort of argument for him to do that. I mean, you on a contract with with your own team to not hurt yourself, and this was the activity you choose to do, like sprinting, not even sprinting for, exercise purposes, but sprinting with legit people who are trying to, I guess make it to the Olympics or qualify or whatever.
He was trying to qualify.
He was trying to do that.
He was trying to qualify. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Okay. I don't really understand.
But did he qualify?
Hell no. He came in ninth. He came in last.
Is it okay? Yeah, he started
his time was impressive.
Yes,
I ain't gonna sit there and lie. 10.5, 6'4", 6'5", DB 240 fucking pounds running to 10.5. I mean, that's really impressive. But nigga, we knew you wasn't gonna run.
If he had pulled something or snapped something, then it would have been bad.
Like, exactly. I'm like, y'all doing all that shit. Now, if he would have pulled some shit, then everybody would have been going crazy over the shit.
Yeah, 10.
But
10,
I
10.
didn't. I just looked at. What'd you say?
I said that 10:37. That's a beast, but
yeah, I mean,
you're a football player, DK. I think that's what Josh is saying. You're a football player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're not running track.
It's your job.
Yeah, I think he blew everybody's mind from like a football stance, but I heard like all the track niggas was like getting into him and stuff like that, which deservingly so. Like,
this is what they do they run track every single day. All they doing is sprinting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I think the U.S. men's track team or something tweeted like any other football players that want to come try out against real speed, let us know. We're down for the challenge.
Right. I mean, and the only one that could do it would be
Tyree.
Cheetah. That's the only person because he was really doing it.
Yeah. So, but I that'd be funny. Like all them people would be thinking like they real. I think Chris Johnson could have did it.
Yeah, Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Johnson easily.
He ran track and or some shit.
Yeah, I think Jalen could have did it.
Where is Chris Johnson from? Is he from Florida?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I did the Wicks just gave it away after I said it.
From the Twitch.
Not even his dreads or his locks.
That too, but yeah, I don't know. I just liked it because I thought it was cool bringing some type of attention. But like I said, I was like, man, you wasting time. Now, if you go out here and pull your goddamn hamstring out, now what was fucked up about it was that one player from I don't remember what team he was from. I think he's from the Cardinals or something like that. They not gonna pay him because he tore his Achilles and he was working out at home. So NFL ain't gonna pay him. NFL promoted DK for doing that big ass run for the 100 meters. And I'm like, nah, if he would have blew his motherfucking hamstring out. Nah, y'all over here talking now. We ain't paying players for getting hurt. We're working out outside the facility.
I mean, but it's just run though. You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
It's just one run though.
It's one workout.
I mean, he could be doing that anywhere though. He could be sprinting anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he really out there with a qualifying run for 100 meters, like with real Olympians out there, and you know all it take is one. That nigga's job is to be catching passes.
I think too, it didn't really help the fact that it was just public. I think that's kind of what it is. Like to your point, like he could have Olympians training with him, you know, but nobody knows about it. But the fact that it was in front of everybody and it was recorded, I think that's the big issue.
I feel like all the athletes, we know all the athletes in different genres of sports, they all train together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
they all cross train.
You're going to train with a sprinter because you're trying to get faster. You know what I'm saying? You're going to train with a bodybuilder because you're trying to get stronger. But like you said, I think it's just the fact that people was watching. You know what I'm saying? Like they had, if they would just been talking about it, it wouldn't have been no record or nothing like that. Somebody was like, oh yeah, he did this.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. I mean, he ran pretty big. It was it impressed me, but I thought it was a little extra shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was that. But something you talk about extra. What we think about this Floyd and Logan? Is it Logan? Logan Paul?
Oh, I don't know. I was about to brush over that shit. I had seen it. I don't really give a fuck.
No, I mean, I just, you said extra and I thought about it. I mean, do we care about it? Let's start there. That's the big question everybody asks. Do we care about that?
No.
I mean, I thought it was hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I feel like people pump up Floyd like he dangerous or something. Like this man is 140 pounds. I ain't scared of no 140 pound man. Like he could be he's a heavyweight champion, ain't never lost, but he is 140 something pounds. Bruh, ain't nobody scared of him.
Okay. So you saying like if you were given the opportunity, like you would be like, okay, let's, like you would jump in the ring with him. And
I'm saying like I'm not gonna go in there and box Floyd, but if
I'm about to say you brave as hell because I don't care if he was 95 pounds. Hell no. That's why I'm looking at you like, please elaborate on this. Cause
no, I'm saying like I'm 220 pounds. If I got into an altercation, I'm gonna mess Floyd up because I'm not gonna box him. He's 140 pounds. Like I can hold a man 140 pounds. He's 140 pounds. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why a lot of people, they kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like even when T.I. hit him, you know what I'm saying? People not really scared of Floyd. It's just that he's a bad dude in the ring, but he's still 140 pounds. Like he's below average female weight. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 140 pounds.
He's the size of a thick chick. I got you.
Yeah, I ain't scared of him. The old lady can handle him.
I ain't really worried about all that. What did y'all do for y'all? Y'all do for Mother's Day? For y'all mothers or peoples or whoever?
I was out of town.
I took my mom to eat. Me and my brothers did.
Let's see. I did a lot of last minute running around for my wife. I saw the same men in every store I was in. But I think I came.
Why do y'all wait till the last minute to get gifts?
It was funny was I looked at because we got a calendar and I was like, okay, when is Mother's Day? Dang it. You know, it was like 2 days later. And I was like, oh man. So I tried to be proactive, but it just didn't work out. But I mean, she was satisfied with what I got her. And so
I talked to, you know what I'm saying? Me and my mom, we do this thing with holidays where we kind of just talk to each other. So it ain't like no last minute. I'm like, hey, Mother's Day coming up. What you want? So she was like, oh, I want this Steelers dress. And I was like, oh God. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, then cool. That's what I'll get you the Steelers dress. But, unless it's a birthday, I might like surprise and send something to her. But she was here for Saturday, but she ended up flying back to Nashville on Sunday. So I didn't get to hang out. We just hung out on Saturday.
Okay. That's one thing.
My mom's birthday is in the same month as Mother's Day. So she has to like pick a gift. She has to pick either she wants a Mother's Day gift because Mother's Day is like the second Sunday and her birthday's on the 18th of May. So she got to pick. We can't. Mm-mm.
You don't do two?
No. I mean, we still get her something every year though, but we just like, look, which big gift you want? You either want it on Mother's Day or your birthday. And then she just picks.
I just sent my mama a text. Happy Mother's Day. But I just think Mother's Day is full of shit. And I'm gonna tell you why I think Mother's Day is full of shit.
My God.
Oh God.
Because there's another holiday.
Evan Samuels.
There's another holiday. There's another. I'm talking about. Look, if you have not noticed the amount of attention Mother's Day gets, you would have thought it was Christmas 2.0. I'm talking about niggas got to get restaurants preserved. Steve Harvey bought an entire mall for his wife. Niggas out here getting
That's an unfair
cars.
comparison.
Huh?
That's an unfair comparison.
I'm just saying, one dude gave his mama $10,000.
That's an unfair comparison.
First off, this is a nobody rapper. I'm just saying, like, the effort that niggas go through for their mamas, or the people who had their kids, and then there's another.
I think this comes from somebody that had two parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
I had two parents. What are you talking about?
I feel like that.
That's what his point is.
They got one mama, so that's important. So if I can give that person my all to show them one time out of the year, like, hey, mom, here's 2 stacks. Enjoy, the rest of the month. That's what they're gonna do, because they know that this person has put them on their back for fucking 20-some years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's different.
I ain't using this time to highlight my daddy. Fuck my daddy. I'm talking about me. Okay, it is another holiday. It is another holiday called Father's Day, right around the corner. Okay, and you know what y'all do for us? Fucking, oh shit, it's Father's Day. A fucking tie. Some shit. What am I gonna do with
Wear it.
I ain't been to church in 2-3 years. When the fuck am I gonna do that? Only thing, all these niggas in my family that are dying, that's when I'm gonna be able to wear it. All these people I know, that's the only time I'm gonna wear it. And they not even funeral ties. Okay, what I'm gonna do with a big vibrant Father's Day tie at a funeral saying sorry for your loss? And that motherfucker bright as shit. You know what I'm saying? No, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, this is all we get for Father's Day is somebody going on fucking line saying, I might as well tell myself fucking happy Father's Day since I take care of my kid, and it's usually a woman.
Gifts ain't the same though. Male and female the same, bro. So
it's not this different thing. It's 2 parents. What the fuck is this? It's act like it's just one parent. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm trying to figure out if it's supposed to be 2 parents. Why y'all only highlight one?
So you feel like
y'all treat fathers like y'all ain't never had them in y'all lives with Father's Day. That's how Father's Day is treated. Like, nigga, you was never there in the first place. That's how much, like, if you try to go and try to eat somewhere on Mother's Day and you don't call ahead, you probably ain't gonna be able to go eat nowhere. If you go somewhere on Father's Day and try to eat, you ain't even got to call ahead. You can just show up. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be an open table any and everywhere up in that bitch. That shit is ridiculous.
Well, you got to think about it. Like, your mom is like the person that's nurturing you. Like, that's the person that, like, when you think of like mothers, like even historically, because you already know I did my research.
Oh, so, this nigga did one. This nigga
I did research on the history of Mother's Day and Father's Day. Okay. Mother's Day was first, and Mother's Day and Father's Day were both founded by women. So I'm trying to figure out why none of y'all decided that y'all want to push for Father's Day. So let's start there.
And that's actually my point. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you. That's my point to James. We don't care that much. We don't care that the restaurants is empty. Nobody cares about that.
What you talking about? You talking about like you had to go through this? I've been going through this shit for 13 fucking years, 12.
But you used to.
No, let Banks be the spokesperson. Y'all don't care.
He is a scorned black woman.
Nigga that don't even know. Okay. I've got my sisters and all them edible arrangements, all this. Do you know the most I get for Father's Day? A fucking text. Happy birthday, Isaiah got a great daddy. Niggas, where's my
happy birthday?
I mean, my fault. Happy Father's Day. Like I said, my fault. Happy Father's Day. Like y'all just treat us like.
See, like you don't even care about this.
I don't care because y'all don't put an emphasis on it. Like I said, look at the commercials for Father's Day. Get dad a tool set. Get him. I don't fucking build.
But these are things that
don't give me no motherfucking tool
to fix things.
I don't fucking build. Nigga, this is my name, Bob. My name ain't Robert. I ain't about to go build no motherfucking gazebo. Get me some real shit. Okay, take me out. I won't.
Maybe you should build a gazebo and you'll have a.
I'm not about to build no shit. I'm not about to build no shit I can't spell. So let's get this question. Like, I'm not about to do this shit with y'all niggas. No.
Maybe a pergola. It would make you build a pergola. How about that?
Look, I get gifts for both of my parents, but I do go above and beyond for my mom because my mom was the one that was there for me the most. If I had to pick, like the person that was picking me up from basketball practice, going to work and coming to get me late at night, like when I get home from a game at like 10, 11 o'clock, that was my mom. Like, so that's the person that was there the most for me and did the most for me. So I mean, I
speak
still
on that, but if we was to
fool for me
mama in a competition of who do more, I bet you Isaiah say I do more. All
it's
saying
just like parents have favorite kids.
Outside of breastfeeding, I'm doing just as much as a mama do. outside of breastfeeding, I'm doing just as much as a mama do. Where is my appreciation? Fuck all that. I want somebody to buy them off for me. I want niggas to pull up with a car for me. I want somebody to be like, yo, shout out to my mama. Goddamn.
See,
That's like the second time you've proved that you do not care.
Exactly.
You arguing the argument.
Yep.
It's so ingrained in you too. He done made 2 slip ups.
It's just that we get a day and you don't like it. Well, not we, because I'm not a mom. But
First off, what do men get? Okay, men get nothing. Y'all get Valentine's Day. Y'all get Mother's Day. Y'all get what's another female day? Christmas can go either way, but sometimes it's mostly female. It can go either way. Y'all get your birthday. What is another holiday you get, Banks?
Well, if they are pregnant around the time, then they also get those push gifts and stuff like that.
There we go. You get maternity gifts, you get baby showers. What do the niggas get, huh?
Baby shower, wedding shower.
You get a congrats for being fucking responsible and staying in the motherfucker's life. That's what Father's Day is for. Like they just check and see if you still there. Like you remember like that one movie dance flick where Sean was like, I'm here to pick up my son.
Pick my baby up.
He pick him up and then he put him back down and be like, all right, I'll be back next week to pick him up again. He'd be like, he's such a good father. That's essentially what Father's Day is. That's the level we put at.
Listen, I'm not a mom, but I'm gonna speak on behalf of the moms that are listening.
This is like this.
Look, listen. The reason why women can get so much emphasis for Mother's Day is because they give almost practically their lives to have a kid, to raise y'all's big-headed,
and for some, literally.
Yes, to raise y'all's big-headed ass kids that look just like y'all, for them to carry for 9 months or longer, and for them to come out looking just like y'all, sounding like y'all, and they literally are almost like Banks said, almost giving their life. So they deserve more than just a day. So I'm just gonna start there.
But you know what, man? For this Father's Day, bro, we're gonna go big on your Father's Day. All right, man. I'm gonna get you a toolkit so you can build a gazebo. We're gonna buy you
that's too much. That's too much. Let them.
First off, you gonna waste your money. I'm gonna cuss you out for buying it. You gonna waste your money. And
you do have some toys in the background, so that'll work.
You lying about going big for Father's Day. Second off, what the hell with all y'all, because it is hard. It is hard out here. It is hard out here being a father out here that y'all don't understand the mental extra stuff. Like I said, you know what it's like to be out here, to go through the hardship and everything like that just for a motherfucking tie.
Have you ever said, hey, I want this, or I want my Father's Day to look like this? Have you ever said that?
No, because that sounds extra. Because ain't nobody else.
Exactly my point. You don't care about Father's Day, man. Get out of here.
I just looked at Mother's Day and I was just like, yo, bro, like when Father's Day come around, I'm gonna see maybe 1 to 2 posts, and it's probably like 18 people that really still fuck with their fathers, and they gonna make a post.
And you will have them people who post their mama on talking about happy Father's Day.
Bro, don't let it be a Mother's Day post. I'm talking about they going from start to finish. Usually the fathers is like 1 and 5 years old. Then the next one, he 28. I'm like, bro, what happened in the middle? Like the niggas don't be helping me out at all. Cause I be like, bro, where are these gap years that y'all missing? Like I'm the only nigga with pictures of every constantly of Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? A whole scrapbook. And like, man, fuck y'all. I don't need y'all.
You're just gonna have to drop little hints and be like, man, I hope y'all do this for me on Father's Day.
How do you even?
And that's not even a hint.
I know. I'm
that's like a directive.
That don't even sound like. I don't know.
You ain't never said. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never said like, hey, I don't really like ties. And they get you a tie, you can't be upset. You gotta just speak on it.
Ain't nobody ever bought me.
So you got time to promote this episode.
Ain't nobody ever bought me no tie, but I'm saying. Ain't nobody also ain't never got me the reciprocal the reciprocal of me getting them edible arrangements or anything of the gift.
What is the reciprocal of an edible arrangement?
A fucking gift, nigga. I'm talking about like Jada, not Sabrina, my mama, everybody I got gifts for Mother's Day or whatever, Valentine. I ain't got shit. All right. So fuck all y'all.
Maybe they don't know how to get gifts.
Oh, them niggas know how. Jada just got some.
I definitely think people know how to get gifts. Yeah, I don't that's a cop out. You tried though. You tried. I think people know how to ship.
I tried.
This is why Kevin talk to y'all. This is why Kevin talk to y'all the way y'all do.
Hold up now.
Huh?
Oh, you don't like the Kevin. You don't like the Kevin.
If you offended, you a Kevin type.
Nah, he not gonna. I don't listen. You can't gonna talk to me crazy. But my thing is, I ain't finna come on his show anyway because I don't really.
But, I'm just playing. But so I do got one question though. So I did see something, and so KP, what's the longest you'll hold a nigga down?
I need context. Like, what do you mean? Like, just in general.
Like, if your nigga got locked up, right, and he's like, just hold me down for while he in. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, the Yandy Mendices question.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, and it's selfish of him to ask me to do some shit like that.
For real? Why is it
I look at it like this. If you were dumb enough to put yourself in a situation where you have to go to jail, like in that situation, like you put yourself in a situation, and I get everybody's situation and predicaments are different. You have to, it's all different circumstances. But if you have to put yourself in a situation where you could potentially go to jail and just lose whatever you've worked hard for, the things in your life, like your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, then that just let me, huh?
No loyalty, fellas. This is what we talking about, bro.
I'm just being honest, like, because I'm the type of person where I think of myself like not everything I make a split decision in, but things that I don't make a split decision in, I think about what am I going to lose if I do this, and if there's somebody else in the picture, then I'm like, I wouldn't want to go. I mean, I don't want to be in jail, so I'm just like, that ain't me anyway. But
you got some people that, so some dudes go to jail for their family. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he take y'all for you and the kids, so you don't got to go to jail? So he just like, no, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So then that's
why he taking something for us so we ain't got to go to jail? Why I ain't got to go to jail?
Because you trifling, Tasha.
Listen, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm not.
What if Ghost is going to jail because you, Tasha, is trifling, and he doing a bid for you? So Tyreek little badass and Raina don't go nowhere. But see, you out here.
If he want to take
like
that,
KP saying she's a square and she not gonna be
either. No.
I know.
Either you gonna let me take my own charge.
KP ain't never been Angela, so I can understand. I'm going through. You fucking the lawyer. You fucking the nigga at the daycare.
Now that's a different predicament. That's a different situation.
I ain't locked up yet. I'm on house arrest. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You a Tasha type. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no loyalty.
I'm just gonna say it like this. If you feel like I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to where you would have to take a charge or take something from me where you go to jail. Therefore, because I'm trying to look out for you. Therefore, I would expect the same respect and the same thing. If anytime you get into a situation where you feel like you got to go to jail for something, all right, when you get out, maybe we'll see what happened. But nah. KP, you find you a little boyfriend while you in there. I'm good.
KP the police.
I'm not waiting. I'm not.
She done called the police on DoorDash, so don't let.
First of all, we can go through that story. That's not what happened.
Josh, look, like I said, she called the police on DoorDash.
That's not what happened.
She an informant. Josh,
I had a potential intruder. And I called the police.
And you forgot.
No, I didn't order DoorDash at all.
Mm-hmm. They said DoorDash, and she was like, I'm calling the police. And
I said, I didn't order DoorDash. And they was like, yes, you did. And they're like, well, I'm not leaving till you get your food because you ordered the food. And I ain't ordered nothing. So I dialed 911 with the quickness because I live alone.
That's how like,
and
it was like nighttime. What the fuck?
I live alone. I live on this place. I live on such and such.
I mean, if you can find me, you good at your job. If you ain't nobody worried about me, I ain't worried about that.
Ain't you the least concerned. So, Josh, would you hold down? Would you hold down anybody while they was locked down? Would you hold down?
I think it just depends, because I mean, we from Nashville, so I know some people that's been locked up. I send them stuff. I put a little money on their books. I send them books and pictures and stuff, but. I feel like it's the same difference. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be the same difference. If when somebody in jail, are you really holding them down? Like they don't know what's going on. You don't know what your old lady out here doing when you in jail. She can say, "Oh, I'm just sitting in the house waiting on you to come home in 10 years." Come on, bro. Like that ain't.
So
even
when you rather just go ahead and just move on, and then when they get out, you pick up. Like
I mean,
Monica didn't wait for Mano when he
I
got out of
still
jail.
hope. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just be like, okay, well now you in jail. If we was cool, like I'm just out. Like I said, I put a little money on their books, and I send they need some shit. I send it to them and shit. But it would be an understanding, you know, that you in jail for 15 years. Yeah, I mean you need some books or something. I got you. But I'm not gonna be sitting in this house, you know what I'm saying, growing cobwebs. I'm good on that.
Exactly.
Banks, I already know what your ass doing.
Good answer.
I'm not.
Good answer.
Now, I just want to know when you say hold it down, like, now does that mean like I can still go grab buns outside of us?
But I feel like it also depends if it's like your wife or your husband. That's different. Like if we married, then that's different. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got a choice at that point.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna hold it down.
I
gotta.
Like that's selfish of you, even if we married. If you in
why?
10 years. I mean, Mary didn't wait for whatever the little Mexican's name was in Power.
Here he go with these TV show references, boy.
We talking about Yandy and Mandisi. So what are you talking about?
But they are real people who went through a real thing. You talking about
we don't know
fictional characters.
Technically, Yandy and Mendices were not married. They were not married because she said that she never filed that paperwork because the court was not getting the child support. So essentially, she could have chunked the deuces.
He was married and she.
So is she a fool?
Ooh, go ahead and call a woman a fool, KP.
I mean, she did what she thought she wanted to do.
No, see how look at her. Look at her. Look at that.
I mean, she was listen.
Black women not supporting each other on the next 8 more than 19.
I just feel like he should have lied. Like I just felt like if he really, honestly, and truly did not think that he could have
say, how you say if he really truly loved her, he should have lied. Now he keep it 100 with her ass. Now you don't respect him.
He just said he didn't know if he thought that he didn't think he could do it. But I'm like, why the fuck would you just sit there and say that? It's like if somebody, if you are in like, you're at a party or something, you know, you're with your boyfriend and he proposes to you and like, you don't want to marry him and all these people are there. Why be like, no, I'm good. Why not just be like, yeah, sure. And then when y'all are in private, now y'all have the conversation. Like, I don't think this is gonna.
But you can't do that. That's worse. I feel like that's worse. If you be like, oh yeah, and then you say no in private. Now all his friends and his family, everybody will be like,
no,
we actually really.
It's that public humiliation of like,
because niggas record proposals.
Exactly.
And don't nobody delete them after they say no.
That shit gonna be on the shade room.
When have you ever seen a nigga be like, oh my God, this is embarrassing, let me delete it? Never. Like when old girl turned that nigga down for the prom in like the middle of the hallway and had everybody saying hell no, and then Juju ended up taking him to prom. Sometimes it work out in your favor.
Right. So you might want that viral moment.
I don't think I want that moment. I think it's a lot of
who knows? KP, you know, Usher could be taking you wherever you need to go after you get humiliated. You know, I don't know who you like.
Why would you say Usher? You couldn't have said Drake. Trying to give me herpes. The fuck?
Whoa. I think that's a rumor, man. Ooh. Don't do Usher.
Well, that is another disclaimer that the 8192 podcast
does not support.
Sound like a rumor right there.
I know, right? My cup runneth over. Also likes their pee runneth over and their herpes runneth over.
Yo, there was a whole court document that he.
So Usher, Raymond, if you decide
to see that girl,
we don't support this. We don't control our guests. We ask them to respect the show when they come on and don't say hurtful things to the brand. Obviously,
I'd like to give a disclaimer that he did not give me that disclaimer before.
Obviously,
so I will have my attorney contact their attorney. So it's okay.
Girl, what's your attorney name?
I'm not giving you her name.
Exactly. Nobody. Come on, man. So anyways, like I said, we'll edit this part out where she definitely lying. But let me see. I got a basketball game to go to, people. So
he do not play basketball, y'all.
Anyways, that's the last time I promote your stanky ass candles. All right.
Stop lying to the listeners. You do not play basketball.
All right, bro. Anyways, I'm not gonna end this because this is what they want us to do, tear each other down. All right. So I appreciate y'all coming on. This has been another episode. KP, you want to shout out anything before you go?
Yeah. So I'm also Harrison mentioned earlier, I have a candle business, Middle 8 Candle Co. I'm also running a post Mother's Day sale. All candles are 15% off. You can shop it at middle8candleco.com.
All right, you want to sign us off then with your big-headed ass?
Oh, sure. Thank you for listening to my name is Harrison, and I'm also Banks, and I'm Najee and KP. And you're listening to my 8 More Than 92 podcast, where we always keep it 100 plus one.
This is not my cup runneth over like you try to do. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.